Hello again, everyone. I'm here with some ink swatching today. So these are all inks that I got from various places and for various purposes, really. So this pigment ink, this is a permanent ink, and this is in Pigment Sepia is the name of it. I had a sample of it in a pen for drawing, and it's been working really well. So I decided to go ahead and get a whole bottle. And actually, funny story, I ended up with 2 bottles. I don't know how that happened. I think I ordered it from 2 different places thinking, oh, I'll add it to this order. And then I thought that twice. It's been kind of a crazy few weeks, crazy year. Let's just say that. I'm looking forward to 2021. But anyway, so I have to figure out what to do with that other bottle. And actually, I can't even find where I bought it now, so I can't return it or anything like that. Anyway, so the pigment ink, which is lovely, and maybe I'll just keep both bottles, assuming they last a while. And then this is a Monteverde ink called the Sweet Life Collection. It's iced cookie. This actually came with a pen that I ordered from Goulet Pens, and this came for free with the pen. I do plan to profile the pen. It was a cursive italic special pen that they had, and so but I will show that later on the channel. But that's the ink that came, and then this is from Ink Institute, and it's called Cat at Dusk. And I just thought this was really interesting. It's sort of a shading grayish purple with some teal accents ink. And they have a whole line of cat at different times of day. This is the cat at dusk, and then there is, I think there's one at noon, there's one at maybe sunrise or dawn, maybe what they call it, and then at night. And I think that might be it. I got this one on Yoseka Stationery, but I think they have them at a few different places. I've seen them. And then this is Sheen Machine by Kwz Ink. I've never purchased anything from Kwz Ink before, but I had a pen that I specifically wanted to try this ink in, and people were really liking it online. And now, of course, it's going to be impossible for me to get into these boxes. Here we go. I probably should have unboxed them because this is also what happens. But then you can see how they come, which is kind of nice. And I really actually appreciate when they do that, when they wrap it, because if they don't, sometimes it can do strange things in shipping. All right, here is the Cat at Dusk. This comes in a lovely frosted bottle. I'm just going to put the boxes off to the side here. This one is that Sweet Life. I think I had already kind of broken off that. This comes with a little band here that seems to be pretty easy to take off. Put that aside. Just go ahead and put those on their sides for now. And then this pigment ink. And all of these platinum inks are really great. Sometimes, though, that if you're using them in your pen for a long time, you need to make sure that you clean them out fairly regularly so that they don't clog up your pen. That's definitely true of the pigmented black. The carbon black, but this may have smaller pigment particles in it. Okay, well, let's just go ahead here next to my last swatches, the Linen Toolbar and the Ink Institute, and I have another Ink Institute. Maybe I'll actually put that one down here, or I'll just put them all on the same page. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this Sheen Machine. Actually, let me do Sheen Machine last because it's very, very staining or pigmented, and I don't want to let that taint the other colors just in case it completely overtakes my water. Let's actually do the pigmented ink first. So I'm gonna tilt that upside down. Okay, and these bottles all have this little reservoir in here, which is really nice, so that you can fill your fountain pen regardless of how much ink is left in your bottle. Okay, and I will put these close up to the screen once I am done. So, I mean, this isn't anything sexy, this particular ink color, but it is really nice for sketching, and it does dry permanent so that you can watercolor over it, and it's a very nice neutral color. I do have a pigmented brown from, which one is that? It's the Document inks from D. Atramentis. And this is a little lighter than that one, than the brown from them. And I think it really does bring something different to the party. Okay, and now I'm going to do the glass dip pen. And this is Platinum. Pigmented Sepia. Okay. And I do have some water off to the side here, and I am rinsing my tools off after that. All right, so let's go ahead and put that here. And you can see, since the last time I swatched these colors, I did do the water soluble test, basically just putting some water over these little lines with a paintbrush with just a little bit of water. And the Linen Toolbar Atmospheric Cloudy Day is indeed water resistant, or waterproof perhaps. Okay. And this is that Kwz at Dusk. And I kind of wonder, but yeah, I wonder because it, so it kind of stuck to the inside of the little automatic pen here. And sometimes with these kinds of colors, I've been having issues with it not flowing well out of fountain pens, and that's been a little irritating. But I do have, and I'm wondering actually if this would be a good one for sketching for that reason, because it is a little wild perhaps. But what was I going to say? I do have some, I forget what it's called. It's like liquid lightning or something. It's supposed to help inks flow better. But I haven't tried it yet. But that might work for something like this. It seems to flow fine off of the pen. And then this Kwz at Dusk. It does look pretty interesting though. And then let's go ahead with this Monteverde iced cookie. This looked pretty nice in the sample or the swatch that they showed online. Oh my goodness. Ugh. This one is like super duper. All right. Well, that may be first. I may have to swatch that at a different time because I literally cannot get the cap off. Yeah. I'm going to have to like muscle it somehow. Whenever I get bottles, sometimes they will sort of seal themselves, like super seal themselves because I'm in Colorado. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed me struggling with that there. But yeah, I mean, you can see like just trying to get it off. I need one of those little gripper things that will go over the cap. I just don't have any. Okay. I was like, oh my God, we're going to have the same problem with this one? No, but no. Okay. It was pretty tight, but wow, look how pigmented that is. That's just craziness. So this is supposed to be, you know, as the name implies, a very sheening ink. So let's see. Let's see what it looks like. And you probably won't really be able to see it too well until it dries. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put this down. Yeah, it is very heavily pigmented. And then I'll give another go to that other bottle. I don't know though, it's pretty on there. Sometimes what I'll do to kind of break the seal is I'll get a bottle opener and kind of pull up the edge a little bit. This is like, you know, for my single days of how do I open a jar without anyone to help. That was kind of how I figured that out. Wow, yeah, and that Sheen Machine is like It's taking a long time to get out of my automatic pen too. All right, so let's go to the glass dip pen. Wow, that is going to stain pretty much anything it's in. So this is KWZ, Sheen Machine. And they've come out with another one now. So they have two Sheen Machines. Sheen Machine, which is this one, and then they have a number 2, a Sheen Machine number 2. And I can't really remember now what really the difference was between the two. I think the other one might be a little less bright blue than this one. But yeah, so I have to be careful which pen I put this in. I'm actually wondering if I only want to put it in, I'm glad I saved it for last too. I'm kind of wondering if I only want to put it in cartridge converter pens, because if I put it in something that is like a demo pen, I'm a little concerned that it might completely stain it. I was hearing that a lot of people had put this color in their TWSBI Iris, and I'm not sure I want to do that because I think the entire inside is going to be completely stained. Okay, so let me close that so that that doesn't get everywhere. That would be a disaster. Okay, and I'm going to leave this here for you to look at while it dries, and I'm going to try one more time. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Okay, so that's going to be saved for another time. Iced cookie. Sorry about that. Well, there you go. I could go ahead and oh, you can see that sheen coming out now. That's awesome. I could, edit this video, but, this is what happens sometimes when you're filming and you take things out of a box and you don't know what it's going to be like. So there you go. To be continued on iced cookie. Basically, it's this color. All right. So let's see. Oh yeah, that Sheen Machine is sheening up a storm. Wow, that's no joke. And what I think is really interesting about this Ink Institute is that it almost looks like it has like particles in it. It's really quite pretty. I do think it'd be better rather than for writing, because it does seem kind of light. I think it would be really fun to use for sketching or doing ink washes or something like that, because it's really pretty. It's very interesting. Okay, and then there's the Platinum Pigmented Sepia, which is pretty much dry already. It dries pretty fast, which is also nice if you're sketching and then want to do watercolor over. You really don't have to leave it for very long until you watercolor over it. So that's kind of nice. But there we go. Okay. Yeah, and that Sheen Machine still drying down there, but you can definitely see that crazy sheen. Yes, if you ever wanted to know what the definition of sheen is, that's kind of it right there. Okay. All right, so 3 very different inks and one that I couldn't open. So feel free to subscribe if you want to keep track of future videos on my channel. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And I hope to see you next time, but in the meantime, have a great day and thanks for joining me. Thanks, bye.